Y'all already see the title. Y'all already see the thumbnail. I'm not gonna waste none of y'all time. So let's get straight into it.
The biggest scam that you've been sold is that your addiction is the reason that you're not successful. The most common one I've seen is the hub addiction. I mean, look at this guy. He's made like 4 videos about quitting. He just knows that it's an infinite view glitch and that his viewers think that if they stop watching adult content, all of a sudden they're gonna become successful. People channel all of their—
Pause right there. This is a crazy topic that I've definitely seen over the years just be on YouTube, and that has went crazy. At least I can think all the way back to like 2018, 2019, maybe even before that, but for sure like 2018, 2019. And the thing about it, it is true in a sense. It does not mean that you're going to be successful just because you stop doing, you know what I'm saying, doing something like that. But stop doing something like that builds discipline, because we understand there's a lot of men that just do it just to do it, which can take away energy. It can take away you know what I'm saying, you just don't want to do stuff. You just become lazy. So it can help while you're on the path to becoming successful, but just stop doing it in itself. It's not going to make you successful, because you also got to have discipline in other areas in life. So if you can do that, and then obviously it helps you build discipline, then you take that discipline and put it into other things and continue to build and grind off that, whether it's your regular job and stuff, then yes. But a lot of people have come to believe like, oh, if I just do this, like, nah. So I definitely feel what he's saying right there. And I do feel like bro is doing that, because it's like, I would too. If I see something that's working, best believe y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it more and more. So far I'm rocking with him. Let's get to it.
their weaknesses through one insecurity and think that if they quit, all of a sudden all of their problems are going to be solved. I can't talk to girls.
They also do this with I think they also do it with like just buying little foods that you like every other day or something, like the $5 coffee thing, the YouTube. Yes, that can help you save a little money, but that's not gonna make you go from just a bad living situation financially or whatever to just like, oh my gosh, you gotta make way better money decisions. You gotta know how to go out there and earn more, and where to park your money, and you know what I'm saying. It's a whole bunch to it, but I ain't gonna turn this to no financial class. Y'all let me know if y'all want that. Ted, you can't do that. That's illegal. So never mind. If y'all want to know what I do, then you can ask. You know what I'm saying, but it'd have to be a lot of people for me to make a video like that, because right now I'm still chasing my $0 network. If anybody see it, I think see the first video on my channel. But I'm done yapping for a little bit. I apologize. I already know I'm gonna see somebody in the comment section, you talk too much, nigga. Damn, I'm sorry.
Because I have low confidence because I watch too much corn. I don't have the energy to work out because I obliterate my sausage 5 times a day. I can't focus because of it. All my problems stem from this one thing. And self-improvement creators know this frame of thinking and exploit it to the max, which is why there's 5 million videos about quitting corn and very few about taking active steps towards your goals. Because you want to know the brutal truth? Your addiction isn't the problem. You have a skill issue. Sure, of course you shouldn't abuse adult content, nicotine, food, material possessions, but just by quitting those things doesn't mean you're all of a sudden gonna become successful.
One example, Terry Crews, extremely successful, but he also had a corn addiction like this, but he extremely successful, but it was about to ruin his marriage, because that's directly connected to like his marriage and stuff like that, and his wife and woo-de-woo. But technically he still was successful, rich and all that, so yeah. That's what I'm saying. I get what he's saying. It's a sway on both sides with it.
And this is extremely easy to prove. All I need to do is point at successful people who openly have addictions, and I know and you know plenty of unsuccessful people who have no such vices. Kanye West self-admittedly said that at the age of 5 he found one of his dad's dirty magazines and was addicted from that point on. Now the fact that that happened was a bad thing, but even despite the addiction, Kanye West became one of the greatest and most influential musicians and fashion designers in the world. You should quit or drastically reduce the amount of adult content that you watch, but even if you can't, don't act like that's the reason that you aren't achieving your goals. You could wake up at 5 every morning, take a cold shower, meditate, have your coffee, and get sunlight in your eyes like Andrew Huberman, but if you aren't directly working on the tasks that are relevant towards your goals, you're completely wasting your time. The funniest thing is you're gonna get beat by the guy who wakes up at 11, obliterates his Johnson while watching Lana Rhodes get quad stuffed first thing in the morning, hits his grapefruit flavored cancer box, but then actually gets to work on what he needs to. You have it backwards. You think that you aren't achieving your goal.
Facts. That is true. See, and that I would promote doing both of those, taking both of those people's lives and meshing the parts that the best parts about those. Not doing certain things, being disciplined in that first one, and then in the second person life, actually doing what you have to do, actually getting the work done, which is the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the most important thing. You at the end of the day, you got to get the work done. It's all you got to be results oriented. Result oriented. I think I'm saying that word wrong. Y'all let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Oriented. Results oriented. Which means you got to be focused on getting the task done. Not I'm working on it. I'm doing done. Is it done? If it ain't done, you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. At least that's how that's what I tell myself. That's how I get to it. Cause I've witnessed this throughout my life. Oh, I'm gonna do this, and that, I'm gonna do this, and what you do? Oh, I said in my head, I just not. Yeah, all right. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the other video, I ain't here to bring nobody down, but in my head, I'm like, you ain't get it done. That's why if I really want to do something, I try not to tell nobody necessarily until I'm doing it or I'm already on it. I'm already on it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a big decision, and I might let somebody know probably the day before I'm really if it's something I gotta go to, because I need to make sure I gotta prove it to myself off the rip before I tell somebody, and then they looking like, hey yo, what happened to Whoop? I'm here.
Was because of your
But I'm yapping.
morning, hits his grapefruit flavored cancer box, but then actually gets to work on what he needs to. You have it backwards. You think that you aren't achieving your goals because of your addictions, but you get addicted because you aren't actively achieving your goals. You feel guilty that you aren't going to the gym or studying or writing or practicing, so you fall back on what gives you comfort. And you think that falling back on what's comfortable is stopping you, but really it's the inaction towards your goals. Because if you were actively working towards your goals, you would have less time to think about your addiction, and therefore would relapse less often. But the fundamental flaw with modern day self-improvement is that it constantly teaches you to think about your addiction. You have to constantly be cognizant of how long it's been since you last busted. In these support groups, the first step is to admit, I am an alcoholic. I am a drug addict. You have to constantly associate yourself with your addiction and let it take up space in your mind. But the simple cure that no one will tell you is to find an environment and a pursuit that's more fulfilling than your current state and addiction. Constantly watching videos about how to quit watching The Hub will never make you permanently quit, and more importantly, will never make you get closer to achieving your goals. You're not taking any sort of
The only thing watching videos like that might do, it might put a battery in your back. It might put a battery in your back for you to lock in for a little bit whoop-de-whoop, but that's all motivation. That's not true discipline. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, to even make the discipline easier, not only are you being disciplined, but you are doing something to get you somewhere. Whether it's going to work more, going to get some extra hours, going to get some money, going to, you know what I'm saying, just going out to be free, go, you know what I'm saying, meeting up with people. If you that so horny, nigga, just go get it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just go do something. You know what I'm saying? Just being active, moving around instead of laying around all day. You ain't got nothing to do. You bored. You watching Netflix all. But for my people that watch, you just sitting there watching anime, and I love anime. So none gets mad. Oh, you playing games. You can do all those things, but if it's to the point you doing all those things, and then while you doing those things, you feel a need to go do. Well, you're not having that much fun on that game, or you're not having that much fun watching anime if your mind wandering off doing something else. Like, then you need to go out, move around, do your thing.
action, and all you're really doing is spending more time concerning yourself thinking about your addiction. Constantly thinking about your addiction is literally just going to make you more likely to relapse. And what you don't understand is that your addiction is not the reason that all of your problems exist, and that quitting your addiction will not magically solve all your problems. You think that you can't talk to women because you're addicted to watching The Hub, but that's wrong. You can't talk to women because you don't know how. And the only way you'll learn how is through talking to
Just go talk to women. Fam, go talk. Look, let me help any dudes out right now. You're not gonna get, bro, every woman you come into contact with. Yeah, hey man, y'all gonna make me start making them little videos. People be walking up the little, and they put the little song to, and they, hey, how you doing? What's up with y'all? Just wanted to, bro, just go talk. Just say, hey, this when you go out your regular day, just start saying, hey, how you doing? To people that's walking by, the cash, nothing. Keep it chill. Don't be forcing no conversation. Just, hey, what's up? How you doing? Whoop, hold the door. Just little stuff like that. And if you go out more and do it more, you won't get that anxiety that's might be building up in your heart. That you walk past somebody, you put your hair down a little bit. Like, nah, bro, you gotta go out there, be active with it. I'm yapping a lot again. I'm yapping.
To them even when you're nervous or don't know what to say. And like with any skill, you'll only get better through talking to more women and understanding what communicational triggers will make them like you or not like you. Everything I just said were actionable triggers will make them like you.
Back then, Mamma Mia, her now. All love to her. You know what I'm saying? Do her thing. But boy, if Vivica fought back then, Mamma Mia, delicioso, muy bien encantada.
Or not like you. Everything I just said were actionable steps, and none of it has to do with quitting your addiction. You could be in your mom's basement gooning 5 hours a day, but as
hey, that's a hard setup. Y'all let me know if that's not a hard
you could
setup.
Be,
I'm not about to be. That's a hard setup. The Wonder Woman background and stuff. That's cool enough. I probably wouldn't have her. But look at that. That's a hard setup. It could be better. Now, the more I look at it, the better I think it could look. But he got a good collection going on. I ain't got nothing like that at all. I probably wouldn't have I wouldn't have it like this, but it's a nice setup. The more I look at it, the less I'm starting to like it. So let me stop. It's a cool setup though.
In your mom's basement gooning 5 hours a day, but as long as you can strike up a conversation with a random girl at your school, college, or workforce without being weird, that's all that matters. And funnily enough, you're actually ahead of the guy who's on a 100-day no-fap streak, but still doesn't have the courage to talk to a random girl. Action is quite literally the only thing that matters, and you can spend all this time on mindset, but it's ultimately pointless if it doesn't lead to anything. I mean, we literally admire addicts because their success is not in any way inhibited by their addiction. How many people we all know and love are addicted to women, pharmaceuticals, and especially gambling? Michael Jordan was able to be the most famous person on the planet, an international sports superstar, and dominate the NBA for a decade while also being a crippling gambling addict. It doesn't really seem like his addiction stopped him from doing much. Dana White, regardless of how you feel about his politics or ethics, he quite literally created a sport in the West. I can't think of another sports commissioner who's as integral to their organization as he is to the UFC. And he was able to accomplish all of that while self-admittedly being a degenerate gambler. It's not mutually exclusive. Being an addict is not going to stop you from achieving your goals. Your addictions are not the reason that you're not successful. You're not successful, so you become addicted to make yourself feel better.
I think it goes both ways. I don't disagree with him, but I think being addicted to anything that's, you know what I'm saying, bringing down the quality of your life can affect you on your road to being successful, if not keeping you from being successful at all. So I do not disagree with him, but I feel like it plays on both ends. It's a yin and a yang. They both got to be on point. Your path to success and your actions got to line up on both ends. On both ends. Because on one end, you could be ambitious, not doing nothing, but if you're not taking action, it's nothing. Or if you're taking action, like how he just said for the people, you could be taking action, you can actually become successful, whoop-de-whoop. But if you got these crippling addictions, you can't even enjoy the success. You can't even enjoy it because you got something that's beating you down mentally on the inside. So yeah, it was a great video, great content. Go support everything he has going on. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Binge the rest of the videos on the channel. I will see y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Peace.